Hey. Dude, I just tried fighting this... Hang on, let me... Like this? Yeah. I just tried fighting this stupid-ass thing. I've tried fighting this thing several... Not this quest. It's their, like, Final Fantasy collab. That is the most bullshit monster. I'm gonna, like, have to use a fucking gun lance or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to use something that I just stand there and hold my big fat shield and fucking blow it up. Because that thing just kills me 24/7. I died twice. I died twice in my quest. I had a bunch of people helping me. I joined a public lobby. So that I could get some help killing this damn thing. Why am I even using a longsword? I was only using a longsword so I could fight that thing because it's such a pain in the ass. I don't know if I could beat it otherwise. But now I'm like, I don't even think that the longsword's the play. Oh. Now it's back to fucking chemistries. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't know you did a full 360. Huh? No counter? This game is racist? I put on a new armor. A new layered armor, I should say. This is the same armor set I've been using. But now it looks different. As you can see, I have fire on my head. I was going to tell a story this episode. Because I didn't have anything particular to talk about. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about a time I was in junior high. I went to junior high, not middle school. I have been learning in my adulthood that most people go to a middle school, grades 7 through 8. I went... What the hell is this motherfucker hitting me? I thought I spaced that correctly. Yeah, dumb thing. I went to a school that was just grades 7 and 8. And then my elementary school was 1 through 6. Or K through 6. So, a little lore drop for you guys. I don't know what it's like for other people. But every time I tell somebody that I went to school with a 7 and 8 and nothing else, they're like, what the hell are you talking about? Hey, aside the point. I was in junior high. And I knew this guy. We'll call him Chad. Chad was not a Chad. Everybody hated Chad. He was a piece of shit. And he got on everyone's nerves. We knew him since we were kids. And he was kind of known for, like, running his mouth. And then when we talked shit back to him, he would go tell our parents on us. And it got to a point where, like, one time, he went and told my mom on me for talking shit on him. By the way, he was 2 years older than me. Which is a lot when you're, like, 14, right? One time he went and told his mom, or told my mom on me. My mom looked at him and said, Chad, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit what my son says to you. Because all he ever did was tattle. And we were like, brother, you know, boy who cried wolf. At some point, the parents are like, can you shut the hell up? I don't care that my son was being mean to you. You probably deserved it. You're annoying. Anyways, we used to sneak into our high school. Well, it was their high school. It was going to be my high school, right? Because can I hit this wheel? Because I was going to junior high at this point, right? We would sneak into our high school at like 1 in the morning to, I don't know, just kind of fuck around. Sometimes like the janitors would leave the keys inside of their, you know, janitor carts. And you're not dead. That's incredible. Now I have to chase your dumbass. And we would take the little carts and drive them around. And one time my friend crashed into a bush. We would see if any teachers left their doors unlocked. And we would go and, you know, cause trouble. We never, like, vandalized. Well, I never vandalized anything. The guys I hung out with vandalized something one time. And I remember I was like, what the hell's wrong with you, brother, man? You know. That's not cool. This is a public school. We could fuck around and have fun. We could ride the janitor carts. But, like, we don't need to be doing all that. We don't need to be spray painting things. Anyways. We go one time. And it's, like, 4 of us plus Chad. This is mean. This might change people's opinion on me. Anybody who thought I was a nice person might be like, this guy's kind of a dickhead. And we tell Chad, we're like, we're going to play hide and seek. Which is really fun, right? Playing hide and seek at like your high school at 1 in the morning. Pretty good time. Chad was it. And we were like, alright. Count for 5 minutes. Or set a timer for 5 minutes, right? After 5 minutes, you come find us. He sets his timer. And we all just leave. We all left and went to my friend's house. That was not what I wanted to do. And we get a phone call about 2 hours later. We didn't know he was still there. He calls us and he goes, guys, I can't find you. And our friend picks up the phone and he goes, you can't call us, that's cheating. And hangs up. And we're just sitting at our friend's house, like, playing Halo, you know. And then he calls us again, like, another half hour later. My man sat there. It wasn't the first time wasn't 3 hours. I think it was about 2 hours. My man sat there for about 2.5 hours looking for us at this fucking high school. It was not that big of a high school. Okay, hang on. I haven't fought Arkveld in a very long time. Let me remember how to kill this thing. Get all of our thorn grass. Get a little wound. And, he calls us about 30 minutes later. Our friend picks up again and he goes, dude, you can't call us, you're cheating. And he goes, I can't find you guys, I'm gonna go home. And we're like, oh my god, what is your problem? Why are you gonna go home? Like, just because you suck at hide and seek? And then he hears the game in the background. And he goes, I can hear you guys playing Halo. And we're like, what are you talking about, man? We're not playing fucking Halo. We're literally at the school. Like, where are you? And he's like, I've been looking for you guys for the past 3 hours. He never came back with us. He went home after that, and he made a whole thing about it. He was all fucking pissed. He's like, I can't believe you guys would do that to me. That's so mean. Shut up. There was another time. Oh. My bad. Getting my ass beat. There's another time that we went, and there was like a rival group, right? There was 4 to 5 of us every time we went. There's another group of about like 8 guys that we would run into occasionally. They would also go to the high school after hours. They did a lot more vandalism than my group ever did. Oh my god. Those guys would like burn shit and you know. Anyways. We ran into them one time. And we were standing at the top of the bleachers. And they were walking down this alleyway that goes behind the bleachers. They hadn't seen us. And we were like, oh dude. Perfect. And we grab a trash can. And we throw a trash can. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass beat. I don't think I can get out of this one. We threw the trash can off the side of the bleachers. We didn't hit them, thankfully, right? That would have been kind of bad, because that is quite a height to have something fall on you from. I'm sure it would have knocked one of them out. It was like a full trash can. And they understandably got very upset over us throwing a trash can at them. They were all on skateboards and outnumbered us. We were not on skateboards. And so we had to run. And we ran through a bunch of like grass fields. And we had to hop a bunch of fences to make sure that they couldn't catch us. Because, you know, the more fields that you go on... Oh, that was bad timing. The more fields that you run through and the more fences you hop, the more they have to get off of their skateboards. We're slowing them down by taking these paths. And they chased us all the way back to my friend's house, where we went into his garage and grabbed a bunch of my friend's airsoft guns. And, oh, fuck me. And we, we shot them with airsoft guns while they rode away on skateboards. And we were like, yeah, that'll teach you guys to mess with us, as if we weren't the ones that fucking picked the fight. Good times, good times. I don't talk to any of those guys anymore. All of them for different reasons. Some of them ended up in prison. Some of them are just, you know, drug addicts, and I don't, I'm not interested in hanging out with a bunch of drug addicts. Brother, can we chill out so I can hit you? Calm down. Look at this guy. Freaking out. But it was great memories, and it makes for good stories. Very out of character for me. As a kid, I was a bit of a goody two-shoes. I kind of, you know, kept my nose where it belonged, so to say. I never really got into trouble. I was a kid in, like, kindergarten. You know, they have a little card system. Everybody starts at a green. I think everybody actually starts at a... No, everybody starts at a green card. If you do something really good, you can go up to a blue card. But if you do something bad, you got to pull a yellow card. And then if you do something bad again, then you pull a red card. And I was always on a green or a blue card. And I literally wouldn't be friends with kids that had yellow cards. Oh my, you have a red card? You have a red card, I'm not talking to you. Because I was like, those kids are troublemakers. And I'm not a troublemaker, so I'm not fucking with them. And then I end up being the one fucking breaking into like high school to steal janitor carts and shit. See, but the difference is there's a victimless crime, you know. Those kids that were pulling yellow cards, they were pulling yellow cards because they were dicks. They were being mean to other kids. Not me. I was the kindest boy alive. Everybody tries to tell me I was a bully in high school. I wasn't a fucking bully. I don't think I was big enough to bully people. You know? I was that guy that, like, everybody kind of knew who I was, but nobody... I shouldn't say nobody talked to me. A good amount of people talked to me. Not a lot of people really cared to talk to me. I didn't have, like, a group, you know? During lunchtime, I actually spent a lot of lunches hanging out in my Spanish teacher's classroom, because I fucking loved my Spanish teacher. She was awesome. She actually gave me $200 for my graduation. It was pretty sick. Loser. She also had asked me to take her daughter on a date. And I remember her daughter was a year younger than me, and I was like, sure. Like, I don't mind. And I'm sitting there on this date with this girl. And she looks at me and she goes, hey, so I'm really sorry. I actually have a boyfriend. My mom just hates him, so she doesn't know about him. And I was like, alright, I'll just tell her things didn't work out. And she was like, thank you, I appreciate it. And I show up to class the next day, and she's like, so how was the date? You know, do you think that you want to go on a second date with her? And I was like, oh, you know, I mean, she's really cool, she's nice. I don't think that, like, there's, something there, you know, in terms of a relationship. And she was like, oh, she was weird, wasn't she? I was like, damn! Throwing your daughter under the bus like that is crazy! She was, it wasn't my fault, right? It wasn't this random, like, student of hers. It wasn't because I had anything wrong with me. She's like, it's because my daughter was weird. And I was like, no, she was really nice. She was fun to hang out with. And she goes, no, I know, she's quiet. She doesn't talk a lot. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, she was talking plenty, bro. We were playing Pokemon. It was kind of sick. And then I found out what her boyfriend looked like. He looked exactly like me. I was like, okay. Okay. No, I get it. I get it. You know, it is fine because I understand the appeal of wanting to date somebody that your parent doesn't like. I personally wasn't the type of person that would date people that my parents didn't like, but that's because my parents liked the evil girls. They were like, yeah, she seems perfect for you. Meanwhile, she's like, let's drink a bunch of fucking alcohol at 13. I was like, no, I'm okay. And they're like, why wouldn't you do that? That's so cool. I'm like, what the fuck? Bad influences. Like I said, goody two-shoes. I was the kid in high school that people would offer me alcohol, and I'd be like, no, I'm okay. I think I'm alright, guys. Thank you, though. Did I get Piercing Paw to kill it? Sorry, Piercing Paw to kill it. Alright, Piercing Paw did not kill it. Kind of cringe. That's because this Helmbreaker's gonna kill it. Shusha! Alright, my Helmbreaker. Dude, this thing's not dead. What's going on? Hey, buddy. I'm not healing. I'm ego. This is straight ego. You're gonna die right now. I'm not wasting a potion on you. I should have wasted a potion. Brother. Fucking die! Jesus! Goddamn! I had to concentrate for a second. I had to go quiet. Yeah, anyways. It's a little insight into my childhood, my adolescence. Whee! Peep the new fit. You got flame head, you got... it's kind of... I'm just like a headless knight type of... That's what I was going for. With my wife, Alma. What up, Alma? You wouldn't guess my character's a woman. Would you? Would you? Because you don't think that women could wear big, strong armor. You think that women have to dress like Alma. You fucking misogynist. You patriarchal dog. No. Anyways. If you guys like the video, make sure. Look at those rewards. Shit. A lot of gems. A lot of jewels. Alright, yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Later.